All right, all right, all right. Today I'm trying to stream to another thing. Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, and D Live. D Live I'm having some issues with, so if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. If it does, it does. It still says it's trying to send data, but it looks like it's going. So today I'm a little late on my start here. My Monday minis was supposed to be started yesterday, but I had other things to do, so I'm gonna finish it up today. Um, I'm gonna be painting my owl. That was from last week. I baked him, so he's ready to go. Uh, and we're gonna have at this. Mind drops, mind drops. Thanks for stopping by. Everybody who's stopping by, checking us out. Here we go. All right, so I'm thinking about how I want to color this guy. Kind of want to just do like a basic owl color, but I think I'm gonna have a red jacket with blue, like maybe a dark red, maroonish maybe. I think that would look good on him. But we're gonna paint him first, and I'm thinking about doing. Got a few pictures up here. Um, Owls, kind of just gonna go with a basic kind of like look of him. Just some browns and some light browns. Maybe some yellows around his face. Yeah, dark browns and yellows, yellowish brown. I think we're just gonna do a dark brown first and get him all covered up. I think it's gonna be this bean color. I'm just using basic acrylic paints to paint this guy up with. Figure if I just do him dark first and then get the rest of him, the detail colored over on top of the darker stuff, probably look better. It's gonna take a minute. A lot of little grooves in there. I almost wonder if I shouldn't have did it with like a even darker color underneath there. We'll see how it turns out with this. It's gonna take a while. So this is from a Discord challenge a week ago. It was a 3 hour sculpt of an owl, 10 centimeters or less, cube space. I think it turned out pretty good. No, just the sculpt was 3 hours. I have another one to do this week, but I want to paint him first. Get this out of the way. I think I hear somebody huffing at me. Oh, I guess I'm just hearing things. Hearing a dog, I thought. Kind of figured it was going to take a little bit to do this. It's so hard to get into all these little grooves. I'm trying something new here today. Haven't streamed on D Live before, so Don't know if it'll help or not, but figure I'd see what it does. Never know. Gotta give myself a viewer, you know? At least one. I always look so much darker on the screen, just on my computer, compared to what it looks like over on the phone. This Cosplay takes paint pretty good. I don't know how good it was going to take it, considering no primer or anything. This guy's so cool. I got a couple other projects I'm working on. This one was kind of in the middle of a smaller big one. I guess I can probably clean off the eye with the sculpting tool. I want to use like gold on the monocle, maybe, or silver. Oh, I just dropped my paintbrush. Only one I don't see on there is the YouTube one. I guess it does dry pretty dark. I thought it looked a little lighter. So it'll look all right once it dries. Kind of worried because it looks like it didn't look like it was going to be that dark. I don't know if this is quite the right paintbrush to use for this part, but I think I'm going to grab a little bit finer one. Get in the eyeball a little bit better. The next sculpt that I got to do for a challenge for this group I'm in is a bust of an orc. Kind of nervous because I haven't really done any busts, but I'm not really. It's not really a big deal. It'll just be another thing to do. I like the idea of a challenge. from my norms. I got a big project I'm working on that I finished the main character on it. Now I'm gonna be working on a dragon, but I took a break to work on a couple other projects in between. That one's gonna be a long one, so I've been kind of just going at it how I want it without rushing it. But I know the dragon's gonna take a minute, so been really trying to get some more skill in before I hop to a bunch of scales and bigger idea I have. See something here real quick. Yeah, I don't know how loud everything is. Kind of just. Oh, I don't even got any music on. I'm not even playing the music. Look at that. Thought the music was playing this whole time. It wasn't. Alright, let me get back to this. Alright, let's start this music over at least. Good thing I'm the only one sitting here. Get the whole face painted up. At least with a solid brown. Coffee beans, the color. Coffee bean it is. Coffee beaning it up. Alright, we gotta pick it up for a second here. Little spot in there I'd like to get. There we go. Supposed to not be stuck to his chest. Oh, and it isn't. Cool. We're gonna. Oh. There we go. That doesn't matter anyways. I don't want to hurt him. Just keep it where it is. At least now it'll move a little bit. And when I paint it gold or silver, I could just put something behind it so I don't paint his chest. That'll make it a whole lot easier for him to keep his look. Oh. It's not as strong on there as I thought it would be. I guess he's a little bigger than what I designed this stand for. I don't want to lose all the detail on his feathers because of the thickness of the paint. Sometimes that doesn't. I thought about putting a strap across his chest. Thought it made him look a little bit cooler, but I think I want to like refine this guy on a bigger scale, like a 10-inch guy or 5-inch. Or I won't. I might not ever go back to it, but I think it's cool. This eye looks a little bit better. Trying to get all the other little gray spots I missed. The upper body. It's so cool. I'm not too worried about getting it on the jacket right now because I'm gonna paint the jacket in a little bit. It's cool. You can't see the wire after you paint it. There's a little wire right there. Totally blends right in. I think the wings would be a little bit more bendy if I wanted to put a wire in it. But for a little 3-hour challenge, I think this guy is so cool. Everybody else's was really cool too. That was in the little challenge we did. I think there was 5 of us. I mean, it's not really a big Discord or anything. It's just a few of us together. Somebody's YouTube channel's Discord. It's not very active. I started one. I haven't got anybody invited to it yet, but kind of just doing this right now, and eventually maybe I'll start inviting people to it. But it's not no big deal to me. I'm just having fun. Even if nobody watches. That's cool. Yeah, I think I'll get the base coat of his jacket down too, like the main red on it. I think I'm gonna mix it with some tan or something so it's more like a reddish leather color. It's really hard to get inside this wing. Need to go the other angle. Yeah, once you start getting color on them, they start really showing the guy his character. I know it's not much, but to me, like, you don't really see a whole lot of him until you start painting him and looking at the details you got there and hoping that some of that shows when you start adding some more color to it. Yeah, like, I guess you should like all of the things you do. Should have at least something invested in it, even if it's not your favorite. Should have like if it's something you don't like to do, you should have like, especially when it comes to art, you should have something that you did in there that you grew from it. You might not necessarily like the whole piece you did, but if you learned something that was worth it, even though you might not have enjoyed the actual project, the thing that you learned from it might have been way more valuable than not doing it. Just think sometimes challenges are what you need. Comes to pretty much anything. If you feel uncomfortable about doing it and it's a positive thing and you don't know if you want to do it and not hurting anybody and something to do with art or crafts or music, or I think that the insecure part is what makes you have the growth. Different boundaries makes you learn. Just always did what you're comfortable with, I don't think you really grow as an artist. And it kind of works the same way with a job though too. Like, you have a job and you want to be promoted or something, it's always kind of a fear to change what you already know. But then when you change and you learn that, it's like something new that you learn, and all of a sudden it's the same way it was the other thing was. So I kind of look at it the same way, like with art. If it's something that's a challenge to you, maybe there's a reason why you think it's a challenge. You don't get to pick what you learn from all things. I really think this guy would be cool, refined as a bigger character. Could put some time into him. Instead of 3 hours, like 20. He's got some cool look to him. He's darker as he dries. I like that. Just checking out how, if D-Live's still streaming me on it or not. Oh, that did message it on there. Just curious. It still says it's counting up. Huh. Yeah, he is looking pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know how D-Live works yet. I haven't really checked it out. I've only watched stuff on it a couple times. Like you can't skip to the spot you're in it, or what? Because I know I had a long intro. Huh. Sorry if anybody's watching this. I'm still kind of figuring out this whole... all this stuff works, you know. But I don't know why it's not showing up. Should be online right now. Streaming. Didn't stop. Huh. It says it's sending data. Sorry, people out there. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing on here. It's kind of irritating, actually. I wish it was a little more user-friendly. Because I'm online right now. Well, I'm just going to keep doing this and let it do its thing. Not too worried about that over there. Well, I'm not really too worried about any of it. I was just trying to see if it worked. Just trying to get some more people to watch me, that's all. Not that anybody really wants to sit and watch somebody just paint. Watching paint dry. Although this paint does dry a different color. If you can't see it, it's because I gotta get way in there. It's hard to get that. Yeah, it just keeps saying sending data. Doesn't say that it's sent it or connected. It did in the beginning. But now I can get his back tail and his lower half. Yeah, so yeah, everybody's still working out, looks like. I don't know, anyways, it's kind of late at night right now. It actually does take paint pretty good. Doesn't even like, I pretty much just gotta brush it on. Takes it. It must already have like a little bit of a graininess to it, because I kind of feel that. Hard to see down there, you know? It's hard to get in some of them little grooves. Like some weird angles. It's a weird angle. Oh, we're just gonna get it done with. I just show most of it, but some of the angles and stuff, you just can't get in there right to actually show it painting. I'm pretty much just covering all of his lower half too, and then I'll go back, do his nails. His lower legs are going to be a little bit different color. I'll paint the gun later. Doesn't need that painted right now. Just trying to get the bottom half done here. We already got a little time into this, not too much. Like half an hour into it. It's not too bad. Figure I'll get about an hour probably. A little more, depending on how much detail I get into his feathers. I think I almost have enough paint here too. Get him done for this part. It's always nice just getting sections done too, you know. I got the two wings done. Pretty much the two wings done. The bottom part. The head. A couple little spots I didn't get very good in there. Touching up a little bit. Lots of start. Got his tanness gone. Well, now he's got his tanness, I mean. I got his grayness gone. The other spots in there that I can get. Now we're gonna do his jacket. And yeah, his jacket's gonna be like a red color. This brush cleaned off. It's like gumming up on it, around it. Ew. Let that one dry. We'll get something else to use here. It's a big area still, so I'm just gonna make up a color. We're gonna use this lipstick red. Really bright. Woo. Grab a little of this bright red metallic, add it to it. Ooh, it's okay. And then let's try not the coffee beans. How about we just do real brown? A lot of the real brown here. Alright. And then I want a different paintbrush to mix that with. I don't want to use the one I'm going to paint with. This is going to look pretty cool, I think. I want it like a maroon color. Kind of have a leathery look. This might work. Alright. Now, what brush? I didn't decide on a brush yet. Okay, we'll try this one right here. Just gotta get up by the collar. So, let's do up here first. It's gonna suck getting along the inside of that collar. I think that would be the only advantage of using colored glaze, is you'd be able to get some pretty cool clothing and stuff. I think it needs to be just a little darker. It's not really a maroon. Where's it? A little more brown there, I think. Oh, I think that might be a little too much, but never know how it'll change it. Still want to keep some of that metallic in there. Look. It always looks so cool once you start painting though. You know, and getting this color on here. Maybe I have a better spot for my arm to go. I'll just get some of that. Probably gonna end up doing it in a couple of little layers. That does look cool now. It does kind of look like a brownish color, like a leather jacket almost, or reddish. I guess that'd be a good color for him. I wanted it to be kind of that color. Let's see what it looks like once it dries. It's got like a little hoodie on in there. Need to get that painted too. My hands are starting to smooth as they used to be. Still. Yeah. Mr. Bear's back there making some noises. I don't think they like it when I'm not paying attention to them. Kind of trying to work the paint up there. That's why I got so much of it. I can go overlap the other parts, but way up in there, it's hard to get. I'd rather have to go over the outside part then go over the inside part. Just bend the swing out of the way.
There's been an awakening. Have you felt it? Yes. There's something more.
Does start getting a lot more character when he's got color to it.
There's been an awakening. Have you felt it? Yes. There's something more.
About just doing the gun in black and covering up all my paint marks on it. Haven't really decided yet how I want to go about doing the gun and the knife, but this leather color or brown color for his jacket. I think turned out pretty good. Back over and touch up some of it when I get done. After it dries. Don't want to pull off the paint that's already there. It's turning out. Coming along. So we get the right angles on it, that's all. Looks way redder on the video than when it does in real life. I might have to turn the exposure down just a little bit so you can see it better. No. It's a little better. Now it looks really shiny because it's wet. That'll go away once it starts to dry though. This isn't a glossy paint, it's a matte, so. I like to use only gloss in certain areas. Otherwise it just doesn't look right. It does kind of look like leather though. Leatherish. You gotta wait. Shush. Take a minute to paint this guy up. He's so cool. Careful, don't touch too much of the feathers. I don't want to go in there and paint that again. one little spot right here. I don't think you can see that spot because it's a really hard angle for me to even see. So I'm just gonna paint it. It's like way in there. There we go. All right, so first layer's down. I'm gonna cover this spot right there, get that corner. Sorry for bumping the camera. A couple spots I want to touch up. All right, so I should get the blow dryer and blow dry it dry really quick. But I don't want this paint to dry on me. Maybe I could just go back over like the collar here where it's dry already. On the back. I just want to lose the color because once it dries, I lost the color. I don't feel like make the same one again. Try to use it as much as I can, cover up as much as I can before it's dry. I mean, I know what I used to make it, but there's a big but. I don't know if I can get it to be the same, you know. Hard to match it. Hold on. I think she wants to go out again. She's not used to me being home. I took a vacation day today to do this, or not to do this, but just to be off from work. Really? I'm gonna be covering a bird more with some more browns anyways, so if I do touch them a little bit, I'm not too worried about it. But try not to. If I can. Okay, now I need to get this side over here. Got a bunch of paint on my brush. This is part of the reason why I just wanted to paint the bird a plain color at first, then do other colors over them. And if I need to go back over them, I can just do the plain color again. It's not such a big deal. But like this jacket color, I don't know if I can get the same brown color again. But getting some color to them does give them a little bit more of some flair. I'll probably even dirty up that jacket some around the collars and around the front buttons and stuff. brown color in there more. I don't like that red. Couple little spots around the collar I didn't get too great. Kind of want to get them a little better now. There's like a little collar way down in there. No, it really doesn't matter, but these little tiny brushes, I might as well try to use them. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna wash these brushes off really quick. I think my dog needs to go outside. I mean, she doesn't need to, but she wants to. Click this to be right back. And get something to drink too. Going on? Okay. Alright, so we're back. And here is... Okay, we're gonna be finishing up some more of this painting on this guy. He definitely is getting closer to finished. Now that his jacket has dried a little bit better, that brown is really turning out like leather. Looks super cool. Alright, so here we're gonna go. We're gonna start finishing this up. There it is. Alright, so let me get music back on. Alright, so I got him. That jacket color I think turned out pretty good. I'm not gonna worry too much more. I think I might want to try to get in a couple of these little spots really quick before the paint dries on me. I'm gonna go back over the brown a little bit too. Because some of these spots I cannot get in there if I don't touch the brown. But I think he's turning out relatively cool. Okay. Alright, so now the belt. I was thinking about going with like a black on that belt part. Just a little bit. I do have a matte black. I guess this is a matte black. I don't think it was. I thought I had a couple of these ones then. What's this one here? No, it's not. Alright, oh, we're gonna use this matte black. I just need to put in a little bit of it underneath. Just in this spot here and that spot over there. It's not a whole lot. I was thinking about doing the gun in a black, but I think I might do the gun in like a silver actually. Really hard to get in there and not touch the bird. It's just black. My fingers and stuff will get better the more I do this too. I haven't done it as much as I'd like. Getting more time in every single time I do this. So far, this is the third mini in my streaming adventure. I got two little ones I didn't stream. And I got a head bust that was my first one ever. That was a long time ago. Before I ever really decided I want to do this. And then I have Mandalorian guy I did that ended up taking way longer than I thought it should have. Probably a total of 100 hours of work, but it took me like a year to do it. I just couldn't get motivation. But I started doing my next project, which I finished the guy, and that only took me like 20 something hours, and it's gave me a lot of motivation since I started streaming to want to get my stuff done. I enjoy the video part of it and the more thinking stuff. I've been enjoying it a lot lately. Gives me more to do, more to think about. I still want to do some music too at some point. Stream me doing that. Kind of breaking boundaries for myself right now, just doing this. It's been a learning experience for sure. I almost wish I had the screen in front of me so I can see what I'm doing more. Camera wise. I cannot get that little spot there. A different chip, I think. Something's got. It's gonna be a little bit better. Just cannot get into that little spot. That's a little bit better. There we go. Maybe I will do the gun handle in black too. Yeah, it looks like it needs to be in black. Maybe I'll paint like wood grain on the side. It's like a wood spot on it. Like, it's an old timer. Man, it's hard to get up in there. Just a little bit brighter. Not that it isn't bright enough already. Gun. I'm just painting a gun because it's really hard to get in there. Guess I could have did it a little bit better than pulled it out here and did it, but it's really hard to get in that little spot. Oh yeah, this is getting there. Still gotta start my new guy. Got a lot of ideas for him. Gotta do it in 3 hours though. This guy took me way more than 3 hours. Now that I'm painting him. Paint the sculpt. You know, sculpting really, I guess you can do a lot in like 3 hours. But to paint, it's got to be pretty small to be able to get a good painting in 3 hours. I'm just going to paint the sword blade black too, and then I'm going to paint the handle a different color. Maybe I'll use silver on the handle because I'm going to do some gold and stuff on the buckle. This buckle, I thought his buckle would look cool with like a gold or a silver on it. I am starting to think I might need to have a little light coming from the camera's angle here, just to give me a little more light to see in here. Okay, I think I should do that. I think that's definitely going to be the next light. Might be able to get rid of a different light if I could have it facing from the camera's perspective. Just thinking about maybe doing a cord. No, it should be like a gold or a silver still. I wanna. I just want to get my paint into these grooves and holes because I want to go over this part with the gold and silver and not into the crack. That'll make it look really good. The black in there. At least I think it will. It probably won't, but we're gonna try it because I want to brush it with the silver and gold. Just make the whole buckle black and then do that silver and gold over it. I think that's what's gonna be. Yeah. Not worry about painting it. I pretty much just want to do some smaller highlights on it, not too in depth because like it's so small. I think a bigger character is better to do like the more detailed stuff, painting wise. These littler guys are more like you can kind of like trick stuff when you paint it by making it look certain ways because it's so much smaller. On bigger ones you gotta do like more detail. Because you can see so much more. This is like tough right here. think this D-Live thing's working. It was worth a try. I thought I would just see if I could do another place. Maybe if I wasn't streaming the other places, I could just do it straight direct. But I'm not gonna worry about it. Yeah, so I'm just kind of getting that part stitched up. I think I got that done now. I think the black is pretty much done. I might just kind of like go over a couple spots and add a little. We don't have too much black paint out, so might as well take advantage of it and give it just a little bit more of its look I want to give it. Alright, so that looks better. The black's done. Right, so I got this gold. I think this one's gold. Brush gold. Brush gold. I think I want to get the brushed silver also. Just gonna get a little dab because I don't want to get too much of that. Alright, a little of that. Bit of this. Don't want to have too much on it. I just want a little bit. I just kind of want to. Got the gold. Oh, I'm gonna do silver from the bottom. Silver handle on the sword. Go with the gold. Seems prestigious enough to have a gold handle on his sword. That nice belt he's got. I should have just painted his handle black too. And that gold would have showed up way better. That's okay though. He's a prestigious owl. We're gonna do the monocle too, also in gold. I also should have did that in black first, I think. I'm gonna grab that black and go over the monocle and his chain for the monocle, because the black will really take to that better than anything else. Or the gold, I mean, will take better to the black than anything else, and then you'll really see it too. Keep the brush wet. Keep it wet. Keep the brush wet. Needs the paint to flow. Gotta be very careful. I don't want to hit the owl too much. I mean, I do gotta go do more work on the owl. But if I can get away with not having to touch up the owl too much, I am fine with that. For sure. But I might still have to, because there's parts in there that don't look too brown. But maybe not though. I'm kind of liking his look. He is coming along. Oh, sorry everybody. I don't have anybody. Now see his belt. Kind of wish maybe I would have glued the monocle on, because then I could have painted it a little easier. Especially the chain part, like this is really hard to paint and not touch the bird. But I guess part of it is doing the part that's hard still. I think once this dries, I put gold on it. It's gonna be well worth it. Well worth it. Gotta take it away from the camera for a second again, because it's a really tight spot that I have a hard time getting to with that far away. Gotta use my zoom in eyesight for that. That's too far for my zooms. Yeah, I think the black on the monocle will definitely make the gold stick out. Turning out pretty cool. Okay, now I don't know exactly what kind of claws I should do on them. Where'd my picture go? Here are my pictures. Looks like they have yellower feet, kind of tan, yellowish tan. I think we could do a light tan for the feet. Okay, so we're gonna put the gold colors up and all that. I think, oh, I need to put gold on the monocle still, but that's gonna take a minute for it to dry. I think we're gonna use a little yellow. I think I might grab a little bit of that gold for the beak. I'm gonna use yellow. A little yellow right here. Beak. This is such a small spot. I use a little vintage white too. Just a little though. Alright. And then we're gonna fill that gold I got there. Need something to mix it up with. Some gold over here. Maybe a little bit of that too. Color I wanted. Oh, I guess it is kind of a yellow milky. Let's see what. Put that down and then we'll put some black over it. For his beak. That's what we're gonna do. Kind of putting this down for a base, and I'm going to take and go over it with like a darker color. Not the color I want, it's more like mustard. Kitty's crying again. They do not like me stepping away from their life. So funny. wonder if now if I took a darker color and went over it. Let me just add a little bit of brown to this. A little mix here. Oops. Not at all what I wanted. Just a little. Oh yeah, Mr. Bear? Bear, I'm doing something up here. Oh, get down. Mr. Bear, get down. No, you can't do this. I'm doing something. High maintenance. Alright, so I got that there. That might even work good for his feet. Let's get his toes painted. Alright, so I got all these guys. Gotta start doing his detailed feathers, which are gonna be more of a tan. Took my time a little bit on them though. Especially around its face. Oh, I do want to add the gold to the monocle though. I might do that before I get too far away from it. I just want it to be light anyways on this brush, which will work good because I think I got it pretty light on here. Alright, so it's gonna be tough. I don't want to mess this up. Mr. Bear, don't bump me right now. This is like the hardest part.
First you want to kill me, now you want to kiss me. Blow. I am a slave. I am a slave. First you want to kill me, now you want to kiss me. Blow. I am a slave. I am a slave. I am a slave. I am a slave.
Could you try and take my chair from me behind me right now? He doesn't want to be alone. Animals are weird like that. He's like, you're home, but I don't want you to be sitting there doing that. Alright, you're gonna do that. I'm gonna sit by you. I don't know where the lid went for this black one. Tough one here. Alright, so now maybe I should even put some gold buttons on her since he's got all the other gold stuff. He's a prestigious owl. Might as well make his buttons gold too. I'm gonna paint the inside of his belt buckle too with a solid gold in the middle of it. Put a button on here too. Okay, and then we're gonna do the middle of the belt buckle, like the super deep part right here. So, pretty satisfied with how that looks. I think I got a couple spots. Got to touch up with this brown spot right. This is the same brown that I use in the body. So I'm gonna touch this spot up right there. Get rid of that little piece I messed up. There's a couple spots around his foot that I wanted to go around and get. That I didn't like. Should just blend right in. I think it was the same color. I don't think it was actually. Whoops. Let's see. Oh. That's all right. Can't even tell. Couple spots in here. Couple spots. Oh, that's right. I can use a tool and get it off the eye. Something like this. Go and smear it around a little bit. Figure even afterwards, could probably just go and rub the eyes off a little bit. Now there's a spot in here, but I'm kind of afraid to get in there. It's like I gotta hold this guy in my hand a different way to get in there. Should have painted around the eye a little bit better before I went on. Alright, so I think I got the basics down there. He's a golden owl. Rich. Now I need to add some more of his feathers to him, which will be the lighter tan browns. I have one here, linen. Thought I already cut this thing, but I think I did. Oh. Okay, linen and coffee latte. Light one. We're gonna work with those two right now. This one has linen and coffee latte. Coffee latte is first, and then the linen will be later. Wow, it's really late. Well, so... Oh, man. None of them have, like, a pattern around their face, kind of.
force is a pathway to many abilities. Some
I just don't want to
considered
lose
to be
all the dark
unnatural.
that's in there. For the sake of just texture.
Dark side of the force is a pathway to many abilities. Some considered to be unnatural.
He's making my seat uncomfortable.
Dark side of the force is a pathway to many abilities. Some considered to be unnatural.
Touch that gold spot too much. I don't want to lose too much of the white stuff I put in there, and then I want to put a little bit more of the dark stuff back over it because I want it to stay dark. Seems like it's a never-ending battle with this paint and get it to look the way I want, but that does starting to look cool. It needs.
I'm about to break me, for I can't seem to get what it takes to regret and trace back my steps. I'm about to break me, I'm about to break me. One cut's just too sweet, result guaranteed. Last call, place your bets. Cold cage of glass, the prison, the reward. As the moments pass, not a single breeze that could reach me to make it feel like any of this is meant to be real. So fake, now that I could take what I adored.
Yeah, so
Could I be both the queen and the slave? What you gave was a gas to fill. Queen of the shades. I need a jar of pills to play your charades. And the stream flows strong, reflection fades. I lose myself in the midnight haze. All things gone wrong, I can't erase. I don't belong.
I want to put like
Cold cage of glass, the prison, the reward. As the moments pass, not a single breeze that could reach me to make it feel like any of this is meant to be real. So fake, now that I could take what I adored.
switch up that spot again. Got some more dark paint over this. Thank you, Mr. Bear, for getting up. I can sit a little more comfortably now. Get the kitty off my lap. I didn't put much texture on his bum, but I can kind of give him a little bit with the paint. Gotta make sure I have enough to make it look like it's feathers. Leave it. A little bit more white in there, I think. Alright. So now we're on to the wings. Do the edges. Some white first. And then I think the feathers kind of have like a pattern on them, like they're It's only like a simple stretch of them have a light color on it. I'm gonna go over it with a darker color just to kind of give it a little bit better. Tips. So I'm gonna do the same thing. Be like a little. Okay, there we go. See, and then with the other wing. On top, look at the whole top. I have as many fingertips on this one. The end of it got a little. That one got a little. Get a little bit more here. Gonna go up. Spread it out as much as we can. Go up. Spread it out. Yeah, there we go. Okay, now we're gonna go grab this lighter brown. Blend these two together. Not perfectly, because, you know, colors aren't perfect. I'm just gonna kind of match them. And then we'll go over the dark. Go over with dark again. Just gonna kind of get to have like a pattern on it, and then the dark will fill it in nice. Oh, and I put light in the bottom, dang it. Okay, so got a little row right here. Okay, and there's another little row right in here. A little row right in here. Alright, so now we'll go back to the darker one. Give a little bit of the darker on the edges of that tan, that lighter color. Same over here. Give a little bit of that lighter color in there. Kind of get the blend. I'm trying to go quick so the paint's still a little wet when I get back over to it. We're gonna go give this lighter color here. Now I'm gonna go back and take the dark color that originally was on it and kind of go over all of it with it. Oh, that's a little too thick there. That's alright though. Give it more of a pattern to it anyways if I go a little thicker on it, because that white is really white. Just dab off a little bit of it this time. Alright, up to the other wing. Make sure I get it kind of thinned out off the brush a little. This one's a little drier. Try to blend it all. Leaving that pattern there still. I don't want to lose the lighter color that's there still. This guy is so cool. When I get done with him today, then I'm going to stop my stream and then I'm going to start working on my other project. Not quite done with this guy yet, so no rush. I'm going to just do it like the same way I did the other one. dog open the door again. She wants to go out, but then she wants to come back in like right away. Okay, get the tips. Down here, finish up the tips of his tail. Okay, let's get the underneath now. Okay, looks like I got 3 rows, so it's gonna have to be one up close, one up close, right here, kind of, and then the tips. Still gonna be able to do the other 3 colors on it. There are 2 colors, I mean. Now, there we go. The one tan, kind of mixing it in between the 2. And then we'll grab that darker one again. Go over top of these guys, this one. Same thing underneath. Gonna go all the way up in there. Just don't want to blend the colors too much. I just want to add it in. Okay, got to add it in. Now we're going to take the darker brown. Go right over the top of that. I want a little bit thinner than that. And then just going to get it nice little coat. Yeah, the underbelly or the undertail. Just trying to get it to coat over it. I don't really want to lose the other paints. So I only want to go over a little bit. I still want that sloppy look to it. Yeah. Okay, I just need a little bit more of that gold to finish up that gun because I painted the gun there. Right there. Alright, let's see here. What else do we look like? Have to clean up his eyes. That's for sure. Go find a little tool for that. Use this. There it is. Maybe I can use this and clean off the eye. think that was enough silver on his bottom half of his belt buckle. Since the top half is so gold, it like overshadows it. Maybe that'll help. There we go. That looks way better. All right, Mr. Bear. Cool. Think that he's done. I like his look. I think that's about all I want to do to him. I don't want to. Maybe I'll get a little bit darker. Brow right here. Like that right there. What is it? Well, I think he's done, guys. Anybody that's watching? Oh, hey, hello. That's how your dog is too. Yeah, I'm finishing up this guy today, and this guy is pretty much done now. And then I'm gonna finish up my Mandalorian skull here this morning. I had to finish painting this guy. I'm gonna take a little break here for a little while and come back on in like half an hour or 20 minutes. But yeah, this guy is so cool. He's so fitting for his look now. Yeah, I took a day off from work today to recover from overtime last week. Yeah, this guy is so cool. Sorry for leaving if you just got in here. I'll be back on in a little while if you want to join me for some more. This guy's pretty much finished. I think eventually I'm going to have to make a little stand for this guy to go on because he isn't going to stand by himself. He's a little top heavy. He's still got some pins in him, so I can make a little board for him to stand on. Maybe make a little troop. He did turn out pretty cool. I like the The feather look turned out pretty good. Yeah, he's cool. All right, thank you for stopping by. Appreciate it. Yeah, here. Mind drops. Out of here. Have a good night. I will be back in a little while. I have to get a snack and something to drink and get my stuff put away here.